So what are going to be the best performing SMMA niches this year? The big question. I get asked this every single year without fail, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm getting quite sick of it. Please stop asking this question.
Stop it! Stop it.
Because you will not find a concrete answer to it. Anybody on YouTube that says to you, hey look, come here man, I've got the secret SMMA niche that's going to make you a millionaire this year. They're talking out of their ass. The truth is, you can be successful in any niche, in any industry. The key is just knowing the right criteria of client for you to look out for. And that's what we're going to be going through today. The ideal client criteria when you are running a social media marketing agency and how to pick the best niche for you personally based on your interests. Let's get into it. Now quickly, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to be announcing an amazing new competition, an ongoing competition that we're going to be hosting on this YouTube channel. It's going to change so many lives, but we'll get onto that at the end of the video. For now, let's get straight back into it. What actually is a niche? Well, a niche or a niche, depending on where you are in the world, is simply another word for an industry, okay? For example, restaurants, gyms, dentists, they are all individual industries in the world of business. And so a niche is just another word for that. And so when we're referencing a social media marketing agency or a service-based business, when we talk about choosing your niche, we are simply referring to choosing an industry that you would prefer to work with or offer services to. Now, as an agency owner, our goal is to work towards a point where we can specialize in just one niche. And we do this because it gives us a competitive advantage over other agencies out there. For example, in my agency, the Affluent Agency, we specialize in e-commerce businesses. Those are businesses that sell products online. And if I approach a business and I'm trying to sell my Facebook ad service to them, and another agency out there is trying to sell them as well, I specialize in e-commerce. If that other agency doesn't have a niche they specialize in, they will take anyone and everyone, I'm gonna get that client because the perception of my ability to get results is gonna be higher, and actually, we're just shit hot at getting results, so we'd probably sign them up anyway. But regardless, that business owner is gonna be more inclined to speak to me and give me time and go ahead with our agency because we specialize in their industry, so we're gonna be able to get them better results by default. Now, it doesn't always start off like that. When you're starting off an agency, it's very hard to just pick one niche and go into that. And I wouldn't actually recommend you to do that. You have to work to a point and work with multiple niches when you first start out until you actually realize what industries you enjoy working with, okay? And what industries really click for you, okay? A lot of people will take a long time to establish what niche they eventually want to specialize down into. For example, when I started the agency 4 years ago, I literally would take on anyone and everyone. I signed up a restaurant, I signed up a gym, I signed up a kitchen and bathroom showroom, a furniture store, a salon, literally the list is endless. I went through every single local business in my area that I could possibly sign up. And then I found out through that what industries I enjoyed working with. Fast forward to today, we spend over $100,000 a day on ads and we generate 7 figures a year in profit and counting, okay? Roll on 7 figures a month.
Money, money, money.
Now, the key to getting to our level is mastering a service for one specific kind of person, so it's very hard to say no to you. That way, it's very easy to scale your agency because you have an irresistible offer specialized for one individual niche. And I want to lay the foundations for you today to be able to go out there and pick a few niches to get started, dip your toe in the water, and then hopefully you'll be able to specialize in one after you start signing up your first few clients. But the key, regardless of the niche, regardless of the industry, is actually knowing what kind of client is going to be good for you, what criteria you should look out for. This is way more important than the industry or the niche. And this is one of the most common questions in social media marketing, in SMMA. What is your niche? I see it time and time again. Post student success, and then people will message me saying, oh, what is that person's niche? And I'm like, the niche is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's about the criteria of the client. So on that note, I want to highlight 5 things for you to look out for. As a beginner, 5 things that you should look out for in your ideal first client. And the first thing is that business is local to you. And you've probably heard this time and time again, and it's very, very important when you're first starting out that you reach out to local businesses. Because as a new start agency owner, we need leverage. We need a reason to be able to build a relationship with somebody. And if we're just approaching a random company from 1,000 miles away and we're saying, I'm going to run your ads, okay, we have no leverage, no common ground whatsoever. We don't even have case studies that we can use. Whereas if we speak to a local company, at least we can build a relationship based on the fact that we are close by to them. And so we have an in. And that's what we need to focus on, is getting as many ins as possible when we're first starting out. Our first in is being local. Our second in is getting a case study. Then we can sign up clients elsewhere. So make sure this business is local, regardless of their niche. The second thing is avoiding startups. I've seen it time and time again where agencies come and they'll sign up their mate's business, which literally has just got started. And the issue is that business has no proof of concept. There is no proof that it's a viable business. They don't have customers, they don't have data, they don't have a proven marketing strategy. So you are literally doing all of that for them. You might as well be their business partner and be taking a percentage of their company, okay? Because they haven't proven they actually have anything tangible yet. So as a marketing agency, it's very hard to work with startups. Startups need to understand that they're probably going to advertise for up to 6 months before they even turn a profit on their advertising. And that can really have a detrimental effect on agency owners who then think they're not delivering a good service. So trust me, and hear this from me, because I've done it and I've learned from this mistake. If you sign up a startup or you've worked with a startup and you've ever felt like you weren't able to deliver a good service, pick yourself back up. Do not beat yourself up over that. The problem is the client and not you, 9 times out of 10. But just avoid startups like the plague. Trust me on that one. Now, number 3 is choosing to work with businesses that either offer a high ticket service, okay, so they offer services to people for multiple hundreds or thousands, a one-off service, so you can generate leads for that business. Or number 2, it's looking for companies that have a lot of repeat custom. They have a high LTV. Now, LTV means lifetime value. It's the amount of money that someone will spend over the lifetime of shopping somewhere. So for example, I would have an LTV at Marks and Spencer's where I'd buy food, okay? Because there's a certain amount of money statistically that I will be spending over my lifetime with that business. And when a business can calculate that, it makes marketing to me a lot easier and a lot more trackable. And so if we're working with, for example, a restaurant, we want to make sure that we're working with a restaurant that has the opportunity for people to come back again and again and again. A gym is another good example of this, because when they get a customer, somebody is signing up to a monthly membership. For example, if we're working with a gym, they've got a £30 monthly membership and it costs £10 for us to get them a new customer via Facebook ads, they're profited £20 on the front end. But on the back end, because that person will stay with them on an average 6 months, there's another 5 months to add on top of that, another £150. So that business actually will have profited £170 from a £10 investment because the lifetime value is there. So having businesses or having clients with repeat custom is a sure way to ensure a very profitable ad campaign. And we always want to pay into the future with that. We want to think about which businesses can we actually get results for? Because that is the most important thing. When we can deliver a great service to people, we get reviews, we get case studies, and we can leverage that to get bigger and better clients. Now, number 4 is looking out for trends and companies that are adopting current trends, okay? Now, people as consumers and buyers love to buy into trends. It's just who we are. And so look out at what is going on in the world, okay? At the moment, we've got a massive rush of environmental-based products, sustainable-based products, and these kind of businesses are flying. And when businesses can leverage that standpoint with their ads as well, like they just perform better because people like to be behind a movement and the trends. Similar for vegan restaurants about a year or 2 ago. They absolutely flew with digital marketing agencies because it was a new trend and people wanted to try out the new craze, okay? Now, technically speaking, these are things that'll be around forever, but it's whatever people are speaking about in that moment in time. What's going on your Instagram feed? What's going on in the news, okay? Cryptocurrency, a great niche. If somebody's interested or invested in blockchain-based technology, those kind of businesses are really making huge amounts of return on investment through advertising efforts right now. So keep your eyes peeled. Have a look out at trends and jump on them if businesses are adopting them, or if they're just backing like world crises and world affairs that are relevant to what's going on right now. Number 5, passion. Pick your passion. This is really, really important, okay? As an agency owner, it is no good you starting to work or you picking some niches to work with that you have no interest in whatsoever, okay? If you want to work with fitness practitioners and gym owners, but you literally have no interest in fitness whatsoever, you're probably going to resent actually working with that business. And this is so important when you're first starting a new business. You need to be enjoying what you are doing. And if you have no personal interest for the niches that you're working with, you're going to lose motivation and everything is going to fall to the wayside. And so when you're first starting out, think about the things that you're actually passionate about in your personal life. Do you have certain hobbies? Do you have certain interests? Do you like to read about certain topics? If so, then look for industries that are relevant to those interests. If you can work with an industry you are genuinely passionate about, you'll be able to get much better results because you're personally invested in what that company is doing. You're actually going to be interested in it. You're not just working with them for the money alone. So pick your passion when you are considering whether or not to work with a business or put them on your lead list. Okay, that's enough to get you started. Actually, a bonus one for you is businesses with great reviews and a great reputation, right? Generally speaking, the companies that have happy customers are easier to market for. Those customers will engage on your ads, they will promote the content that you're putting out there, they will become salespeople within themselves. And so look out for businesses that have a good reputation. If you work with a business that has a bad reputation, I have done this before, generally the ad account is just not gonna work, okay? You are fighting an uphill battle from the get-go, and the more customers you get, the more unhappy customers you get, and the whole thing spirals out of control. So look out for businesses with great reviews and a good reputation. So that's the criteria. What about the niches? Okay, that's what you're really here for, okay? What are the best niches, Jordan? Well, let's get into it. I'm gonna highlight some niches that I think are certainly suitable for SMMA owners in 2022 and beyond, niches that have worked time and time again, and also some niches that are trending right now. But what's really important to highlight, and just please take this advice, you can make any industry work. You truly can, as long as the business falls into the criteria that I have just gone through. So, with that in mind, what niches should you look out for? Firstly, let's look at the 3 classic SMMA industries, and we're going to break these down a little bit more to give you some idea. And that is food and beverage, we've got fitness, and we've also got health and everything underneath that, all the sub niches within that, all the micro industries. Now, it's important to note that within these 3 major industries, they are more saturated than others out there. They are the classic, they are the basic that people go for when they're first starting agencies. So it's very important that you are local to these companies if you are reaching out to them, because that's what's going to give you that in over somebody else. Now, let's start off with food and beverage. We have high-end restaurants, high-end bars, high-end takeaway places, and street food places. Street food is actually really cool right now. But I emphasize high-end because if the restaurant has an average order value of $20, it's going to be really hard for you to get a customer for that business and actually be able to sustain a profitable ad campaign, okay, at that level. It needs to be a restaurant where really when you're spending $40 plus per person per head, okay? Same again for the bars, same again for kind of the street food. Street food actually less so. It's more of a trend right now, so you can sell street food takeaway very, very easily. But generally, we need to look out for high-end food and beverage if we're going for that industry. And food subscription services is something to look out for. Okay, number 2, we've got the fitness industry. So we've got gyms, a classic, okay? Any membership gyms, always a great client for social media marketing agencies. Coaches as well, but have to be high-end coaches, not somebody that's charging £20 a month. Somebody who's getting at least a couple £100 per month for a coaching service. That'd be great for you, okay? Even online coaches, online fitness coaches. And then also we have supplements. Any company selling supplements, great sub-niche within fitness. Then we've got health, okay? So health, we've got dentists, we've got chiropractors, we've got hair transplant clinics, we've got spas, okay? We have nails and hair, okay? High-end hair though. I find hair salons, they need to be high-end. Men's barbers just don't really work. They're too low-end. High-end hair salons and doing colors and things like that can be great clients. By the way, guys, I'm just gonna reel off a ton of niches for you guys, and you can do with this what you will. Real estate agents are great, okay? Now, I personally haven't worked with any real estate agents in my agency. That's because I used to sell the shit out of them when I was working in corporate sales beforehand, okay? I was sick of them by the time I started my agency, but I know many people that have built multiple 5-figure a month agencies and 6-figure agencies from real estate agents, okay? Both on the buying side and on the selling side. These are lead generation clients. Definitely one to look out for. Homeware, furniture, or kitchen and bathroom showrooms. These businesses do need to be established if they're not selling products online already. But if they have the capacity to sell products online, you could upsell them to helping them build a Shopify website, for example, or outsourcing that and then starting running their ads, but they need to be established. We also have the automotive industry, okay? So car dealerships on more of a brand awareness standpoint. We have car detailers, PPF, wraps, and high-end valet guys as well can be really, really great clients, okay? Not somebody that you're spending or you're paying 20 quid to clean your car. High-end guys that are charging at least £50 per person can be really, really great clients. And then similar to that, we have other contractors, okay? So we have roofers, we have people in the construction industry, we have bricklayers, we have decorators, we have gardeners and landscapers, all amazing clients for you to work with. And I'm reeling off loads here because I want you to just be thinking about all the businesses in your area, okay? What I don't want to do is give you 3 niches to go for and someone else will do that on YouTube, and it just simply does not work. You need to make your own decisions. And I just want to throw out these niches so you can be thinking about, okay, I know that business, I know this business, I've seen that in my local area, okay? If they're on this list, then go ahead and go for them, right? But don't just confine yourself to the niches I'm highlighting right now, okay? Just confine yourself to businesses that come under the criteria that I went through earlier on. Now, I've already highlighted as well, cryptocurrencies can be great. NFTs could also be really good if you know someone running NFTs. Quite a hard industry to get into. Anyone with blockchain technology is a great trend to look into right now. And kind of linked to the technical side, we have SaaS products, software as a service. Software businesses can be really, really great clients. Certainly not for beginners though. I certainly wouldn't advise software for beginners. You need to be an established agency and be able to get results, because anyone who's running a software company is pretty tech savvy, okay? And you're going to need to prove yourself to them. So get some case studies before you reach out to them. And then finally on that note, we have e-commerce based businesses. Now, e-commerce isn't even really a niche, okay? Because e-commerce is just online commerce. Online sales, any business that sells products online. So within e-commerce, we literally have every possible sub niche that you could think of. You have pet stores, you have apparel, which is a great niche that people like to go for. Avoid startup apparel though, trust me. Only go for apparel that has good reviews. But e-commerce as an industry is, in my mind, the holy grail, okay? E-commerce and maybe even info products and coaching as well. They're the holy grail niches for you to reach out to as an agency owner, but they are not for beginners. And I've seen so many agencies start and fail because they want to run before they can walk. They go for e-commerce businesses from the get-go. And it just doesn't work out because e-commerce business owners are people that are starting online businesses. They are tech savvy, similar to SaaS, right? They understand that they need to be running ads. And so they're not gonna let some jumped up guy who's just started an agency, who's never run ads before, run their ads, okay? If they do, then you got extremely lucky and you positioned yourself very, very well. But for the majority of people out there, you can't just jump into e-commerce unless you have worked in a previous marketing agency and you have other case studies that you can leverage that maybe aren't even yours. My advice would always be, if you want to move into e-commerce, start local, with local industries, with local businesses, and then get case studies, leverage those case studies to move into it later down the line. Actually, e-commerce and info products aren't just the holy grail. I would definitely put high ticket lead generation in it as well. High ticket lead generation is an exceptional niche for you to get into. But again, you're going to need experience. So start local with some of the normal players, some normal industries, any of the ones I've just gone through, and anybody else that fits the criteria. Get enough case studies to then move into high ticket lead generation, e-commerce or info products. Cool. Guys, I hope this has given you some food for thought. And I hope this has given you the ability to think about some businesses in your area. I just want to remind you again, there is no set niche that is going to make you kick off your agency in 2022, right? Hard work, resilience, determination to stick to your targets, your outreach, okay? To follow a sales strategy that works and is proven time and time again. Learn from someone like myself. That is what's going to help you be a successful agency owner and make your first or your next $10,000 this year. Cool. Finally, I want to announce the biggest and best competition that we have ever launched on this channel. Ongoing, for now on, every single video that we put out, somebody will win this. One person out of the comments will be randomly selected within 24 hours to get a completely free, at least hour-long coaching call with me. And I'm going to personally help you, regardless of whether you're an e-commerce store owner or an agency owner. I'm going to help you build the roadmap to your first or your next $10,000, regardless of your position. I'm gonna work with you and help you make your next 10K. Now, I stopped doing one-to-one coaching years ago. And when I get asked to do it, now I quote a minimum of 2K an hour, okay? I only do it when people ask me for it, and I charge a minimum of 2K an hour. Depends what kind of mood I'm in, right? I don't spend the time doing such. But I wanna open this up to you guys, and I want to give you the opportunity to work with me one-on-one. One person from every single comment. I want to impact as many of you as we possibly can. And so we're actually going to start putting out 2 videos a week minimum. That's 2 opportunities to win and enter. And all you need to do is you need to comment down below under the video. Comment something relevant to the video, comment some support, whatever you want to comment. I don't really care, but just drop a comment below, and within 24 hours after upload, one person will be randomly selected to win that coaching call on every single video. So make sure you get in early and comment on there. I can't wait for you guys to see the results now. We'll document the results. I'll let you know how we get on with people that win. But this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to jump on a call with me. I don't offer these calls anymore. It's something we stopped years ago, and it's worth thousands and thousands. Cool. Guys, get started right now. So you can learn from someone that's not only built a 7-figure profit marketing agency, but also a 7-figure online education business. So guys, make sure you smash the like button, have your notification bell turned on so you get notified every time we bring out new content. You can enter that competition within the first 24 hours. If you're late, I'm sorry, you missed out until the next video. Yeah, appreciate you all. See you all soon. Cheers.